Hello, black man. This guided journal is being made available to build character, confidence, and define the inner person. It has been deemed clear that our culture and our past has hindered black men from being open and vulnerable. Hello, black man. Hello, black man.
Hello, Black Man. What is going on? We're back with another episode of the Hello Black Man podcast. What are you doing this Sunday? What are you doing? Have you NFL not on yet? So you got about 2 more weeks for the NFL to kick off. I want to say I'm right about that, but college is coming up next weekend, so I know everybody's gearing up for the college season. I know college games are going on this weekend, next weekend, so I know a lot of people are starting to engage in that. And trust me, we will have our college segment, sports segment popping off real soon. But like I say, today is Sunday, and the temperature is down a little bit. I'm so happy. Oh my God, it has been some kind of blazing this summer, and I don't listen. It is not the same summer. I was an outside kid. Like some kids maybe not played outside a lot. Like I went out at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, came back at black dark. Like, we had I live in the country with no street lights. So I came back in pitch black darkness. And so it's not the same summer. Or maybe we're just more accustomed to being on the inside. Like most of us now have inside jobs. So maybe we're just not accustomed to being outside and stuff like that. My dad is a bricklayer, of course, and he's outside every day, and he says it's hot, right? And so, like he says, sometimes they're shut down not to be able to work. But this show is all about a special guest, and so happy to reconnect someone that we've been acquainted with probably for the last 6 years. And a lot of the same events. This young lady does a lot of social media coverage, social media, I would say, intriguing interviews from photography to videography. I mean, and can collab with literally anybody in the city, anybody around. So if it's in the city, of course, anybody abroad. But what she's done and been able to do and people she's connected with has been just amazing to see. And I love to see people, doing great. So without further ado, we will bring to you Miss Crystal Monique. What's up, Crystal? What's going on? How are you doing this Sunday?
Oh, I'm just wonderful. I'm so glad to join you guys today on Hello Black Man.
Man, it is awesome to have you. You listen. Where do we meet? 201, around 201. Mm-hmm. Yep, I say that. Yep.
Yes, when you guys had the grand opening for 201 downtown Jackson, that's when we first initially were introduced to each other.
Listen, and one thing I can say about you, you've been one of the most consistent people I've known over the course of the last it has been so boom 2019 I guess 6 years. I'll say at least 6 over the last 6 years, consistently improving and growing your brand and consistently self-promoting like that. People don't understand how intricate that is. Like you cannot wait for somebody to promote you. Like you cannot wait for somebody to promote you. Like you have been very consistent with that, and then very consistent with going and being out and about. And I know they can get gruesome. They can get very tiresome. Being out and going. Tell us a little bit about you and tell us a little bit about your businesses and things you do here in the city.
Okay, well, thank you, Jamie. And first of all, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. I could look if I wrote it better. But of course, my name is Crystal Monique, and I am the CEO and owner of Brook and Crane Media Group, LLC. It has been established since 2015. It is a public relations agency, and what we do there is we host, we produce, we direct, we write, we do graphic designing, and we do event planning here in the state of Mississippi. So we do travel, but locally right now, we're here, we're just hosted right now in Mississippi.
Mhm.
We're trying to branch off to Atlanta. So hopefully within the next 6 months to a year, we're going to be transitioning to Atlanta, where I can take some of our talents and gifts there. I contract photographers, DJs, videographers. I work with wedding coordinators, and I also work with club owners and lounge. We do bring acts here to Mississippi,
Mhm.
and so a lot of my talent is just basically going in, finding the talent, and then producing it, or whether or not hosting certain things. So I
Mhm.
do it all. So like I said,
You do.
I don't ask anyone of my team. I don't ask anyone of anybody who I contract to do anything or any task that I wouldn't do.
Mhm.
And a lot of that is, like you say, is self-promoting. So
Yep.
what I always do is when I'm consulting with any one of my clients or my customers, I always tell them, hey, you do need to promote yourself. Yes, it's
All
great
right.
advertise for other people. It's great to pay for our advertisement, but you still need to in-house do some advertising for yourself.
Yep.
So that's just a little bit about what I do. And I do consult with a lot of businesses and brands. So I love what I do, and I think that's one of my taglines. I say I love what I do.
You do. Listen, it has been phenomenal. And like I say, when you tell a person you watched him grow, that's never a slight. But for the 6 years I've known you, every year you've continued to improve your craft, continue to improve your promotion, continue to and I guess improve your network. And so it's just great to see somebody that is consistent and it paying off for you. Just about the things you're able to do here in the city.
Thank you. Yes, and I totally agree. It is very important to network with people. I just had one client who asked me, what are some of the tips that you would gain? Because I noticed that you do a lot of networking.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, okay, so number one, I told them, I said, okay, so have a goal when you go into that networking event. So if you have your business card, or maybe say, for example, you have your book, put an ideal number of how many people you may want to reach that particular event. So let's just say a number of 10 people. Make sure you shake your hand and give them a business card to 10 people. That way, for sure, at least one person may have idea of maybe calling you back and you building a rapport.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the tips that I give to people to let them know, hey, at least when you go to the networking event, you may not have gotten an actual feeling that you got something from it, but somebody else may have gotten something from you interacting.
I like it. Yep, that's it. You can't go into events with no plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is my planner here because I will definitely walk into an event. Why are you looking like that?
I was just looking.
You looking like that though?
Okay.
I saw how you were looking.
I'm just looking.
You looking how you looking.
This is about Mo.
Okay.
Please focus.
I saw how you looking at me.
I was looking at you.
So like when you go into the event, it's great to have a plan. This is my planner. Like I'm off the cuff, kind of spontaneous stuff like that. But she's like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to talk to? What is your goal? What is your plan when you walk in here?
Right.
What are you doing now?
Wow.
Why are you? You do.
This is what we doing.
Yeah.
I feel attacked.
No,
I feel personally attacked.
You know what? It's just great to see. Like that's what somebody else is doing, and that's what you're trying to get me to see. Yeah. So I'm with it.
Yeah, that's good. That's great what she does. She already has an idea of what she wants to gain every time that you guys go to a friend. And I see what you guys do because I watch your videos, I share your videos, I tell people to go in and purchase your stuff. So I see exactly what y'all do. I see where you started from. I see how you go to the comedy shows, you network. That's networking. People don't understand that's hard work. You already work a full-time job, then you go in and you try to take time from your family, and then you try to network to get your brand out there. So that's all part of networking. And that's what I try to tell people. Sometimes you have to take away from your family, your friends, and sometimes you have to take away from possibly even going to some events with your family.
Yeah.
But it all pays off if you stick to your goal.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely a sacrifice, and I'm glad you brought that up, because we go out and a lot of times people don't understand we're always in work mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like every room we walk into, it's work mode. Like,
okay,
and I tell him sometimes, like, we have got to get away from this sometimes.
Yeah.
Because we had Erykah Badu concert. Like, that's probably the most legs we've been in forever. Because like we weren't in there trying to connect, but people were still, like, if we had some paraphernalia, like my purse had something on it, people want to know. So we still got wristbands. So we still technically in work mode, you know? So it's always, it's never ending when you have something that you're passionate about and you're trying to grow. And, you know, we have not been out as much. We be seeing you out though. We say all the time, we got to get back out here.
I was like, Crystal do not miss. Like, she is not playing.
And we used to do all the events, like you say, we do have full-time jobs. We got kids, you know, in college. We got kids in high school. So it's a lot of stress when you don't balance that work and that, you know, family, because we like to be there for our family as well. We got a comment. It says, those are all facts. We have to realize that everything we do in life will require something else in our life to be placed on the back burner.
Yeah.
So
if some on the front, some got to go to the back.
Well, Crystal, listen, you know, I always like to have a little fun too. Like, this is not going to be all about blah, 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 blah. We're going to do something fun. And this game is called lyrically correct. All right. Okay. So I'm going to read the first line of a song, and you have to tell me either the artist, the hook, or the song, or all three.
Okay. So can I Google?
Absolutely not. And this is always hard because, one, I can't sing. Jamie can hold a tune, but even if I sing it to you, you're gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, the cadence of the song. You will get the exact words. I'm not sure if you'll get the flow. The flow of the song. I'm not good at it either.
And before we do that, what is your favorite genre of music?
Okay, so y'all know I love music. So y'all know I'm a big fan. I go to all the different concerts and stuff. So y'all know. But R&B, this is my true fun genre is R&B. I love R&B.
Who are you listening to right now in heavy rotation?
Okay, so I know everybody want to say a lot of things about Chris Brown, but he is killing it with these new songs. I love Chris Brown.
Listen, the fact that Chris Brown has new music out is blowing me away right now.
Like what?
We are so
out of touch.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, listen, no clue.
We're gonna look at it.
He got a new song with Sierra. Y'all heard that? It sounds really good.
We're gonna have to check it out. Post. We gotta. And you know what? Road trips. Those are the times when we really catch up on music because we like, hey, play that new this or play that new that. But like just being around the house every day, we don't be listening.
We don't pay no
music.
How
about this? I'm gonna make y'all a playlist. So the next time y'all do a road trip, Monique's playlist, because
we're gonna play it and we're gonna let you know if
we are headed out. We are headed out Friday on a road trip, so by Friday. But other than Chris Brown, anybody look less known than him?
Of course, I like Tems. I like her. I like Coco Jones. I don't know if y'all know her, but she also plays on the new reinvention of Bel Air. So I love her. Let's see. It's several different ones that I love. I'm trying to think. It's this guy that's on TikTok. I would have to look him up, but he is so good. He has like soulful music, and you wouldn't even think that he knows how to sing, but I promise you, he sings so well. But I love I like listening to new artists because new artists are raw, and then they're used to listening to older style music, but they mix it with the new style.
Right.
So I like watching and listening.
Right. It's kind of like, you know, high school, college sports versus professional. Like those new artists are raw and they're hungry. They're hungry for the spotlight, so you can feel everything that they sing. I listened to a guy recently, October London. You heard about him? He's really good. He's an artist that Snoop Dogg has signed. October London is his name. Look him up. Listen to him. He is great. And it's another guy that I be listening to on TikTok too. I'm gonna have to find him before we get out here. But okay, here we go. The first words are the balloons. The balloons. That's it now. Even that's it. This is so country. The balloons. The balloons. Okay. The balloons are deflated. That's all you got.
Is this R&B?
It is.
The balloon. Okay, can I ask for a clue?
I can sing it to you. Okay. The balloons are deflated.
Sing it again.
The balloons are deflated.
Is it like SWV or Escape or something like that?
It's a newer artist. It's a male. And they go another clue. It's a male. It's a new artist. Hold on, I gotta put Chris on a timer because man.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say like 21 Savage or something like that.
No, it's R&B. It's 21 Savage.
But 21 Savage does. He does. I'm saying.
I did not. It is Giveon. Heartbreak Anniversary. Yes, they look lifeless like you.
Oh my goodness, you got me on that one.
Listen, I'm telling you, like, you think you know so much, right?
Yes.
And that first line of these songs, when you read it, it's like, what?
Listen, I'm probably shooting 11% in this game.
It is just like
I don't know. And then go ahead.
No, I was gonna tell you, if y'all ask any one of my friends, they tell you I make up words. So that's why this guy is not gonna be good for this.
We all do. We don't be knowing what these people be talking about.
I'm not a word person. Like, I remember in high school, you had girls and guys. I do remember high school.
I was just looking at you not being a word person.
Oh, I'm not, as far as knowing the exact words to songs and stuff like that. I remember when writing words down was a big thing. Like writing all the songs, the lyrics to songs down. I never did it. Never could get into it. So I'm just like,
I did.
You did?
Oh yes. Record, stop, play. All right, got that.
That was you doing it.
Me. I did that. Thankfully.
But now this is me though. This is the producing me. So this is me trying to get one cassette tape player going with the radio and then trying to play over that particular song and then going back and trying to like produce it and mix it so I can play over it. So I was like trying to be a DJ.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Tell me, what is your favorite childhood movie?
Okay, that's a good question.
I know.
A childhood movie?
Yes.
I mean, really? I don't know. This so.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I was more so like a TV person.
Okay. We can do TV.
Huh?
We can do TV. What was your favorite childhood show?
Okay, so I love Good Times.
Oh yeah.
And the Jeffersons. I love those shows. I even loved Andy Griffith. I mean,
Come on now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I couldn't whistle though, so I hated the intro. Hated it. Yeah, traumatized. We didn't ask you for that.
I thought you want me to see like a whistle.
No, thank
you. Can't do it, can you?
No, I can't. But
whistle,
it's okay.
Try it.
Listen, this is about Mo. You got to focus. Mo.
Yes, I did. I love TV. Like, I'm a TV person. That's the reason why I want to write and produce, TV and movies, because I love TV. Like,
speaking of producing, Mo gave me my first big commercial break. Hey, voting is sexy. I will never forget it.
Look, you
remember your line.
You and Jessica was in it.
Yep. And it was two more girls. I think two of your friends. Yep. But listen, we're gonna get into this Hello Black Woman journal because we do want to get to know the depths of Mo. So we're gonna ask for two random numbers between 1 and 52.
Okay, 15 and 3.
Do you want to go with 15 first or 3 first, or you want to do it just like you said?
You do be challenging.
Okay, we're gonna do 15 because that was your first number. And why 15?
Okay.
Why 15, Mom?
I don't know. I just chose 15. I don't know.
What is your zodiac sign?
Oh my God! Please don't ask me that, because see, when you ask me that, everybody gonna be in these comments. So don't.
All right, never mind. All they gotta do is go look at your birthday, golly.
Okay, so I will be okay. I'm a Virgo.
Oh, same. That's
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you know what they gonna say.
I don't know what they're gonna say because I don't be current. Okay, question number 15.
All right. Question 15 in the journal says, hello, Black woman. Explain your political views. Would you ever run for a political office? If so, which? If not, why not?
Oh, that's a really good question.
It is, especially considering we were just talking about how sexy voting was.
Exactly. And I definitely would run. I think women can do anything. And I'm like Beyonce, you know, women run the world. So almost definitely I would run. I have a lot of great ideas, even about politics, about how the government should run. I was just talking about today how I feel it strongly that men shouldn't have a say in what women bodies should do and don't do. So, and I said, and if that's going to be the case, let's be fair. Let us have a say in what men's body's going to do if that's the case. So if we're going to be fair, let's be fair. So, the answer to that question is yes, I would. And what position? I think maybe like Secretary of State, because I'm very good at managing money and financing. I have a background in economics as well. I graduated from Tougaloo. Whoop, whoop. And I also went back to school at Jackson State. I love. Congratulations. Jackson State. And so I have a marketing, financial, economic, and I have 2 degrees from Tougaloo economics with the emphasis on accounting. So I think that all of that will be helpful when I do run for Secretary of State in 2025.
Hello. Okay, candidate. Candidate.
You know, like I say, we do follow you. We follow your journey, and I have noticed that you are in on a lot of campaigns, and you do a lot of behind the scene works for a lot of candidates who have won. You know, so like you already grooming yourself for the next step. So that's dope. We are following you, and we are happy and excited for you. You know, we're always here if you need anything.
And I appreciate you. And we definitely gonna be coming to Hello Black Men, because definitely we want to make sure that everybody go back this Tuesday to do the runoff. And we're not going to tell you who to vote for, but just go back and vote, because every vote counts. So
exercise your right.
And voting is sexy.
Exactly. Voting is sexy.
Okay. Number 3.
Number three in the journal says, hello, Black woman. You ready? Ready for this one?
You chose this question now. If you passed,
this is your question. You chose this.
Okay.
Hello, Black woman. What is an ideal marriage from your point of view? Describe what you think makes marriage work.
Oh, no, I love that question, because a lot of people don't know. I used to be married, so I got married at 21 at an early age, and everybody always said, "Oh, you was just a baby, you don't know anything." But just like a lot of people say, "Oh, I've always wanted to be a mother. I always wanted to be a wife," and I still do again. So I am divorced right now, but I do believe that a wife, especially when you're in a partnership, you have to listen to each other and communicate. You can't just be selfish. You do have to sometimes do things you don't want to do in order to, please or make sure your partner is happy. A lot of times, like for me, for example, can I give you an example of what I used to do?
Absolutely.
Okay. So a lot of times he would get up to go to work before me. So I would always, at nighttime, I would just make him a lunch, and I put a cute little note in it and kind of like, write something real cute in there. And just so he'll know I'd be thinking about it. So when he woke up and he saw his lunch and he opened up when he got to lunch, he'd see that I had a note in there. And then sometimes, like when he'll get up to go to the shower, when he was in the shower, I kind of sneak in there, put some lipstick on the window and say, "I love you, baby." Aww. So I'm that type of person. I'm very romantic. And so, you know, I would like to, you know, make sure that I, you know, when I do meet the next person, that they are wanting and receiving my love and nurturing. Because a lot of people don't know how to receive that love, and they assume that because they didn't grow up with that type of love and nurturing, they just don't know how to handle that. So my prayer to God,
I know that.
So my prayer to God is that whomever I do marry, that they know that that's coming from a loving place, and that's not me, you know, doing anything else but just being a nurturing person, because I am nurturing. So that is a very good question.
Yeah. You know, you speak about people not knowing how to, or not being able to accept love in the way that you want to love them. And I think a lot of times we love people in our own love languages versus loving them in their love language. You know, all the little sweet gestures that you do, you know, those are things that you probably want to be done for you, right? And they're not even understanding that you want it to be reciprocated. So in relationships, I think the best thing to do is get to know that person's love. Because if you don't love them in their love language, they can't receive what you're doing. You know, it can be a battle sometimes. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm loving you. What is the problem? And they're like, well, that's not what I wanted. I didn't ask you. The worst thing in the world in a relationship is like, I didn't ask you to do those things.
I ain't asked you to do
and I put all this time and energy into it, you know. So you got to get to know your partner and know how to love them in their language. What do you think your love language is?
Probably, I would say affection and touch. You know, I know there are 5 love languages, so mine is more so probably acts of service, or maybe attention, like affection and all of that. Like I like touch. I like someone to touch. You know, I'm that type of person, nurturing.
It must be the Virgos in us.
Yes.
Because I love to be touched. Like everything else you can have, but church,
right? Correct.
So, okay, like I said, we're not gonna keep you on here all day. Do you have? We know. Listen, a lot of times, because we know you have a show too, right? And a lot of times when I go on people's shows, I take over. I'll be asking them questions. So we want to give you that space to ask us any questions. If you have any questions for us, because we don't want this to be like you can't say nothing.
Right.
So go right ahead.
Okay, so I do want to ask you, how have y'all your platform, how has that changed you guys since you first started the Hello Black Man brand? How's that changed you guys as far as like your relationship, your friendship, or just you know, by you the business style? Like how has that changed you guys?
You want to go first?
You can go first.
I tell you what, and she says it all the time, but a lot of conversations we have with people that we don't know open up conversations for us to have here at home, right? Because a lot of times there's certain things don't pop up until you're talking to somebody that's not in your circle, not in your, you know, your normal everyday life. And so somebody may say something and I may like, oh, what about this? Or what about that? And then we will learn about each other as we're talking to other people. Because I've heard say, I've never heard you say that. That's interesting. And so it's been a way. The brand is about transparency and communication. And so for us to continue to learn each other while we're, you know, on this path has been phenomenal for me. It has been really able, I guess, really for me to be able to be open and honest and have a safe space, even while doing it publicly. So I think it's been great.
Okay.
So like anything in life, this is a business for us, right? And our relationship was birthed through being business partners. Like we started out as working together. And if you can work with somebody, like if you can work with them cohesively in a setting where there's finances, where there's decisions that need to be made, where, you know, there's you think you my boss, and you know,
it's my boss.
When you can get to that place in a business relationship and you are able to do those things, then being in a romantic relationship almost comes easy. Yeah. But as far as the platform goes, yes, it, like he said, it has definitely grown us as a couple, because there are lots of things that Jamie Jenkins will say in front of this camera that I'll be plumb shocked and surprised around. And I'll just be like, what?
You have. You've done it so many times.
Right now. Like, so it has opened him up, and you know, he used to do it by himself, and then I kind of weaseled my way to it. Actually, he drugged me into it.
Right. not weasel, like get on here. So like get on here now.
It has grown us
some help.
Confidently. It has grown us, you know, as far as public speaking goes, you know, and reaching out, like just with you, because this is long overdue. Like you said, we've known you forever. So I don't even know what it was. I was like, we got to get Crystal on the show.
Yep. I don't know what we were doing. He's like, I said, you know what? We do.
Yeah,
we do.
I had already messaged you before I said anything to him. So it definitely, it's therapeutic.
Yep.
And that's the best way to put it. This is therapy for us.
Yes. Well, I just want to say I'm proud of you guys. You know, I've watched your journey from 1 follower to now 23,000 followers, and I can't wait till you hit that 1 million followers.
Okay,
and we're gonna put that into the
atmosphere,
so that you know you can. And I cannot wait till y'all take this on the road, because I know this is what is needed, is to take this on the road. And if y'all need a road manager, y'all need a public relations person, y'all know to call Brook and Crane Media Group LLC.
Hello.
I am on it.
Okay, let's go. We definitely need to collaborate on this. So I'm glad you put that out in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
To close us out, I have one more question. We're going to give your followers 20%, and your code will be Brook and Crane. And I'm going to send you that link so your followers can get 20% off of any products on our website.
Thank you.
But I was going to do that based on you knowing these songs, but I don't feel like you're going to know them. So I'm just going to give it to you anyway. But your last song for the road is, this is a sentence now. She wants that lovey-dovey.
She wants that lovey-dovey.
You definitely make no words.
What song?
Okay, so I know the song. Okay, I know it's in Atlanta. They're based out of Atlanta.
You are disappointing me greatly right now.
Wait a minute, hold up. So say it again, the lovey-dovey.
She want the lovey-dovey. Crystal! See, I went here and I found one for you based on who you say you love.
I know this song. I promise you I know this song.
I'm gonna give you the next line. That kiss.
Chris Brown.
I was finna ask that you clean up out here. I was finna shut you down. I was like, this woman just told me she like Chris Brown, and she don't even know kiss. She mad.
But you know, I was like, because you know, I was going on in, you know, CC and them, like in over there in Atlanta. I was thinking of like Goody Mob and all.
Yeah.
So that's where I was going with, because you know, so many. So
yeah, you did good. Listen, the first sentence of this song, and I wasn't even gonna do this to myself. It says, "I'm a country boy from Tappahannock," because T-Pain is in it. And see, if I had said that, I know I wouldn't have known. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the country boy from Tappahannock. What?
I don't know who that is.
But you know what? I was also gonna say David Banner for just a second. Then I was like, no, this is not David Banner's song.
Yeah.
Chris Brown. That's Chris Breezy.
You did phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining us. You know you are always welcome on our platform. Anytime you have something coming up that you need to promote,
hit us up.
Let us know. We love you. We're proud of you, and we'll catch up with you later, girl.
All right,
peace out. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
The Crystal Monique, Brook and Crane Media. Great job, great spirit, great energy. And how long has it been since we've seen Crystal somewhere? We ain't been going nowhere.
If they ain't paying us.
Pay to play. Pay to play.
We'll gonna be showing up. You gotta invite us first.
Listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Another phenomenal episode of another phenomenal show. Another great guest coming on, being here, telling us about who they are, what they do, and why they are the person they are. Shout out to who purposely done. Hendrix.
Okay, I wasn't even gonna give you no light line. I was waiting.
Do not. You're trying to trip me up out here.
I was like,
you wasn't gonna let you up.
I wasn't
for real.
I was not.
Oh my God!
I was like,
I purposely sought this out.
Okay, I'm glad for you, for real.
And what if I remember the name?
You'd have been looking crazy.
Oh my God!
I'd have saved you after a few minutes.
A few minutes?
Yeah. I had to let you sweat.
I need some help right there. I knew it though.
Hey, you had it. I trusted you.
But what if I didn't?
Then you'd have been up without a paddle.
Man, you saw it.
All right, guys. I am rocking.
What you rocking? Jay Fern in the building.
Y'all get ready. He got some new drops coming out soon.
Yeah.
Support my baby. He's a freshman in college. You know what it was like being a freshman in college?
I was broke. I know exactly.
So is he.
So is he.
Go and support, buy his merch. Support a young man just trying to follow his dreams.
It is. He is.
So you guys, thank y'all for joining us as always. We appreciate it. We'll be y'all go follow our guy Raheem and
what else?
His name is something Lofton. Dang, don't tell him I don't know his name, but that's Mid Ketchup. Y'all go follow our people. Mid Ketchup Podcast. Follow them, follow us. We out.
Peace out. Happy Sunday. Hello.